Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt different? You can't quite put your finger on it, but your legs don't feel as steady, your arms feel a little weaker, and you notice it takes more effort just to get out of bed. Maybe you brush it off, telling yourself, "Oh, I'm just getting older." But here's the truth, that slow, sneaky loss of strength isn't just age. It's your muscles quietly slipping away, night after night, while you sleep. And the scariest part? You might not notice it's happening until one day you can't lift that bag of groceries, climb those stairs, or even get up from your favorite chair without help. Now imagine this, there's something simple, something so easy you could do it before bed tonight, that could actually slow down or even stop that muscle loss. It's not a magic pill. It's not hours in the gym. It's a small, powerful change you can make in your nighttime routine. And it could mean the difference between staying strong and independent, or slowly losing the ability to do the things you love. Losing muscle as we age isn't just about looking thinner or weaker. It's about balance. It's about mobility. It's about being able to stand up without feeling dizzy, or walk across the room without worrying about falling. It's about living in your own home without needing someone there every minute. And yes, it's about how long and how well you live. I've seen it happen so many times, strong, capable people suddenly finding themselves needing help for simple things. And you know what? In many cases, it started with tiny changes they didn't even notice. But here's the good news, you have more control over this than you might think. And it starts with what you do before your head even hits the pillow. By the time we finish this conversation, you'll know exactly what this nighttime edition is, why it works so well for people over 60, the science that proves it, and how you can start using it as soon as tonight. And I promise, once you hear it, you'll never look at your bedtime routine the same way again. In fact, I want to know right now, are you ready to protect your strength, your balance, and your independence for years to come? If you are, type "I'm ready" in the comments. Because what you're about to learn could change the way you age. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button for Elderly Wisdom Guide. This is where we share the practical, heart-centered health tips that keep you strong, steady, and confident at every stage of life. And listen, what I'm about to share might surprise you. Because if you keep missing these small but critical steps, it's not just comfort you lose, it's your independence. And once that starts slipping, it's a lot harder to get it back. That's why, after you watch this video, I want you to check the link in the description for my 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence challenge. It's helping seniors everywhere stay strong, mobile, and steady on their feet, before it's too late. Because I've seen what happens when you wait, and I don't want that for you. Picture this for a moment. You go to bed at night thinking you'll wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. But instead, you wake up with your legs feeling heavy, your back a little stiff, and your grip on the coffee mug not quite as strong as it used to be. You didn't trip. You didn't injure yourself. Yet somehow, overnight, you've lost a little more strength. This isn't your imagination. It's not just a bad night's sleep. What you're feeling is something called the silent muscle thief at work. And it's been stealing from you for years without you even realizing it. See, as we get older, our bodies go through a natural process called sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that starts as early as your 30s, but speeds up dramatically after 60. And the truth is, it doesn't just happen while you're lifting groceries or walking up the stairs. No, a huge part of it happens while you're lying perfectly still in bed. Here's why. Every time you go to sleep, you're giving your body a long break from eating, 7, 8, maybe even 9 hours without food. For younger people, this isn't a big problem. Their bodies have more reserves. But for seniors, that long fasting period can be dangerous. Your body still needs fuel to keep your heart beating, your lungs breathing, and your brain working. And if you haven't given it enough of the right nutrients before bed, it will go looking for that fuel, in your muscles. Yes. It actually breaks down your muscle tissue to get the amino acids it needs to keep running. Now, a lot of people believe that rest automatically builds strength. They think, I've been on my feet all day, so a good night's sleep will repair everything. And while sleep is essential, it's not enough on its own. Without the right nutrition before you close your eyes, your body has no choice but to take from the very muscle you're trying to protect. This is why some people, despite eating decent meals during the day, still wake up feeling weaker over time. It's not that they aren't eating, it's that they're not giving their bodies what they need at the most important moment. So, what's the solution? It's surprisingly simple. Before bed, you want to give your body a source of slow-digesting protein, something that releases amino acids gradually through the night. This way, your muscles are constantly fed, and your body has no reason to break them down for fuel. Think of it as locking the door so the muscle thief can't get in. Now, not all protein is the same, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. You can't just grab any protein source and expect the same results. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next, because when it comes to protecting your muscles overnight, the type of protein you choose makes all the difference. I remember talking to a friend of mine, Mary. She's 72, sharp as a tack, still enjoys gardening, and she's one of those people who swears by her nightly glass of milk. She told me, I've been drinking milk before bed for years, it's good for bones, right? And she's right, milk does have nutrients your body needs. But here's the thing, a few months ago, she started complaining about waking up feeling stiff in her knees and hips. Her grip strength wasn't what it used to be, and even getting out of bed in the morning felt like it took more effort. She thought it was just arthritis or age catching up. But when I asked her what kind of protein she was getting before bed, she looked at me puzzled. See, that glass of milk she was drinking was fine, but it wasn't giving her body what it truly needed through the long hours of the night. She was running out of fuel halfway through her sleep. That's where the right type of protein comes in, slow-release protein. This is the key. Proteins like casein, or certain plant-based blends made from soy or pea protein, break down much more slowly in your body. Instead of dumping all the amino acids into your system at once, like a fast-digesting whey protein would, they drip-feed those nutrients over several hours. This means that while you're dreaming, your muscles are still getting the steady supply they need to stay intact. Now, here's where many people get it wrong. They think, I'll just have a scoop of the same whey protein I take after a workout. Protein is protein, right? Not quite. Whey protein is excellent right after exercise because it digests fast, getting amino acids into your muscles quickly when they're most ready to absorb them. But at night? That's the opposite of what you want. You need a protein that works the night shift, releasing its benefits slowly so your muscles don't run out of building blocks halfway through. When Mary made the switch to a scoop of casein protein in warm milk before bed, something changed. Within just a few weeks, she started waking up without that heavy stiffness. Her balance felt better in the mornings, and she didn't feel as sluggish starting her day. And here's the best part, you don't need to do anything complicated. If you're not a fan of dairy, a good soy-based or mixed plant protein can do the same job. Just mix it into a warm drink, sip it before you turn off the lights, and let it work for you while you rest. Of course, protein alone isn't the full picture, because when it comes to keeping your muscles healthy overnight, when and what you pair it with can make all the difference. Now, here's where so many people unknowingly make a big mistake. Imagine you fill your car's gas tank to the brim, ready for a long trip, but then, right before you leave, you pull the plug and drain half the fuel. You wouldn't expect to get very far, would you? That's exactly what happens when you eat your last bit of protein hours before bedtime, without anything slow-releasing to sustain you through the night. By the time your body really needs that steady supply of nutrients, the fuel is gone. And once again, your muscles are the first place it looks to make up the difference. But there's a trick that can make that slow-release protein work even harder for you: pair it with healthy fats. Healthy fats act like a brake pedal for digestion, slowing everything down so those precious amino acids are released even more gradually into your bloodstream. This means your muscles stay nourished longer, even through the longest nights of sleep. Something as simple as stirring a spoonful of almond butter into your casein shake, or having a small handful of walnuts alongside your soy protein, can extend that muscle protection window by hours. And here's the bonus: healthy fats are also great for your brain and your joints, which means you're giving your whole body extra support, not just your muscles. Now, I know some people worry, I've been told not to eat before bed because it'll make me gain weight. And while that advice might make sense for someone in their 20s trying to fit into a smaller pair of jeans, for seniors, it can actually backfire. Skipping that small, nutrient-rich bedtime snack means your body spends the night breaking down muscle tissue for energy, and that's far more damaging than an extra 100 calories. Muscle is what keeps your metabolism active. Lose too much of it, and your body burns fewer calories naturally. So in the long run, protecting your muscle mass actually makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight. A great nighttime option? About 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, try a small serving of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts, or a warm mug of soy protein blended with a teaspoon of nut butter. It's light enough that you won't feel weighed down, but powerful enough to keep your muscles fed until morning. But even if you're doing all of this, the right protein, the right pairing, the right timing, there's still one hidden factor that can quietly undo all your efforts if you're not careful. I want to tell you about George. He's 79, full of life, and one of those people you just know has taken good care of himself. He walks every day, eats balanced meals, and even started adding that slow-release protein at night. On paper, he was doing everything right. But there was a problem: he still kept getting weaker. His morning walk started feeling heavier. His arms tired faster when carrying groceries. And one day, he told me, "I just don't get it. I'm doing what you said, but I feel like my body isn't catching up." So, we dug a little deeper. And the real culprit wasn't his diet, it was his sleep quality. See, a lot of people think sleep is just about resting, letting your body and mind recharge for the next day. But the truth is, sleep is the prime repair window for your muscles. It's during those deep stages of sleep that your body releases growth hormone, repairs tissue, and rebuilds what you've worn down during the day. When you don't get enough deep, restorative sleep, something else happens: your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. And cortisol doesn't just make you feel stressed, it actively speeds up muscle breakdown. It's like having a repair crew come to your house at night, only to find out they're tearing down walls instead of fixing them. George's problem wasn't that he wasn't trying, it was that his body wasn't getting the uninterrupted repair time it needed. And he's not alone. Many seniors unknowingly rob themselves of muscle protection simply because their sleep is too light, too short, or too broken up. Now, a lot of people assume that as long as they're in bed for 7 or 8 hours, they're covered. But if that sleep is filled with tossing and turning, bathroom trips, or waking up in the middle of the night, your body never reaches those crucial deep sleep stages where muscle rebuilding happens. The good news is, improving sleep quality is often simpler than people think. Avoid caffeine late in the day. Even that innocent-looking afternoon cup of tea can make it harder to fall into deep sleep. Keep a consistent bedtime so your body knows when to start winding down. And consider adding a calming ritual, something as simple as a cup of chamomile tea, dimming the lights, and avoiding bright screens an hour before bed. When George made these small adjustments, the difference was noticeable. Within a few weeks, his energy in the mornings improved, his walks felt easier, and he no longer had that nagging sense that his body was working against him. Now let's talk about one small but powerful habit that ties everything together. It's so small, you might think it won't make a difference. But I can tell you right now, this nightly routine has been the secret weapon for so many of my viewers. The beauty of it is in its simplicity. No gym memberships, no complicated equipment, no overwhelming schedules. Just a short, intentional wind down that tells your body, alright, time to repair, time to rebuild. It starts with gentle stretching. Not a workout, not a yoga class, just a few minutes to loosen stiff joints and signal to your muscles that they're safe to relax. Picture yourself slowly lifting your arms overhead, rolling your shoulders back, stretching your calves against the wall. It's not about breaking a sweat, it's about telling your body, let's keep the blood flowing, even while we sleep. Then comes hydration. We often underestimate how much water we lose throughout the day, and even through breathing at night. Just a small glass of water before bed ensures your body can circulate nutrients to your muscles as you sleep. And no, you don't need a full bottle that keeps you running to the bathroom at 2 a.m. Just enough to keep your body from slipping into that mild dehydration that can make you wake up stiff. Finally, and this is the game changer, your slow-release protein snack. Whether it's a scoop of casein in warm milk, soy yogurt with a spoonful of almond butter, or a small slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, you're giving your muscles a steady stream of amino acids all night long. It's like putting your repair crew on an 8-hour shift while you rest. Now, here's why this matters so much. The seniors who've made this routine a habit, they don't just feel better. They move better. They wake up without that sluggish, heavy feeling. They get out of bed without that slow, careful roll to the side. And over time, these little wins stack up into something much bigger. Because here's the truth, muscle loss isn't just about losing strength. It's about losing independence. And that's where the danger creeps in. This is exactly how small changes snowball into dangerous falls, into relying on a cane or walker, into those daily struggles you never thought would be your story. Most seniors notice too late. The stiffness becomes weakness. The weakness turns into instability. And suddenly, you're avoiding stairs, skipping outings, or holding on to furniture just to get across the room. That's why I created my 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence challenge. Just 10 minutes a day, easy, safe movements designed to rebuild your strength, balance, and energy. You don't need to push your body to exhaustion. You just need consistency, the right exercises, and a plan that works with your lifestyle, not against it. Click the link in the description to start today. Because every day you wait is another day your body slips further away from the strength you can regain. Watching your own strength fade, or seeing it in someone you love, it's one of the hardest parts of aging. It's not just about not being able to lift a grocery bag or climb the stairs without holding the railing. It's about that quiet, creeping feeling that life is shrinking around you. But here's what I want you to hear, and I need you to hear it clearly: you have more power than you think. When you know these steps, when you understand how your body works and what it needs, the power shifts back into your hands. You stop being a passenger on the ride, and you get back in the driver's seat. And this isn't about fear. It's not about avoiding some distant worst-case scenario. This is about control. About protecting your independence so you can keep living life the way you choose. Whether that means traveling, gardening, playing with your grandkids, or simply walking into your kitchen without holding onto the counter, it's your life, and you get to keep it that way. So, if you've noticed your muscles aren't what they used to be, don't push that thought aside. Don't say, oh well, that's just aging. Because it's not just aging, it's an invitation to act. And you can start tonight. Make one small change. One bedtime snack. One glass of water. One stretch before bed. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to start. And please, don't think you've missed your window. I don't care if you're 60, 70, or 90, your body is still listening, still responding. I've seen people go from shuffling across the living room to walking confidently down the street in a matter of weeks. You're not too old. It's not too late. And the results can happen faster than you think when you give your body the right tools. The 29-day challenge I've linked in the description. That's your roadmap. Step by step, day by day, so you never have to wonder what to do next. Because the only thing worse than losing strength is wishing you'd done something sooner. So tonight, here's what I want you to remember: slow-release protein before bed. Pair it right with healthy fats to keep those muscles fed all night. Improve your sleep so your repair crew can do its job. And keep a simple nightly routine to make it all stick. These steps aren't just tips. They are your shield against unnecessary muscle loss. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these will you try first? Will you add that Greek yogurt with nuts before bed? Try cutting caffeine after lunch? Or maybe start a short stretching routine tonight? Tell me in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to take action too. And if this video has helped you see a new way forward, give it a thumb up and hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Elderly Wisdom Guide. Every day we talk about real, practical ways to stay strong, stay independent, and keep living the life you love, without the gimmicks or quick fixes. But before you go, let me say this one last time, because it matters: don't wait another week. Every day you delay is another day your muscles weaken. Another day that balance slips. Another day closer to needing help for something you could still be doing yourself. That's why the 29 Days to Reclaim Your Confidence Challenge is ready for you right now. 10 minutes a day. Clear guidance. Real results. Click the link in the description, start tonight, and let's get your strength and your confidence back where it belongs. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.